Imagine you're sitting in a quiet room after a long, stressful day. You put on your headphones, press play on a video, and suddenly you hear it, the soft tapping of fingertips against a glass jar, the gentle crinkle of paper, a warm whisper speaking slowly, almost as if it's meant just for you. You feel a wave of tingles begin at the back of your head, trickling down your neck, spreading through your shoulders. Your breathing slows. Your mind stops racing. And in that moment, nothing else exists except the sound, the calm, and the comfort. This, in essence, is ASMR, a strange yet deeply soothing sensory phenomenon that's taken the internet by storm, not just because it's oddly satisfying, but because for millions of people, it's a lifeline in the chaos of modern life. The fascinating part? Science is only beginning to understand why it works so well. ASMR, or Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response, sounds like something out of a neuroscience textbook, but it's really just a fancy term for the pleasurable tingling and deep relaxation that some people feel in response to very specific triggers, most often soft sounds, gentle movements, and a slow, personal pace. The beauty of ASMR is that it doesn't rely on flashy visuals or intense stimulation. In fact, it's the exact opposite. It thrives in subtlety. Whispers, tapping, brushing, page turning, these might seem like everyday noises. But for certain brains, they are a direct line to comfort. Psychologically, these triggers mimic the intimacy and safety of close, personal attention, almost like having someone right next to you, speaking softly, caring for you, and expecting nothing in return. It's a rare moment of stillness in a world that's constantly demanding more of our attention. When you watch an ASMR video, you're not just experiencing sound and movement, you're reactivating neural pathways linked to relaxation, bonding, and reward. Studies suggest that ASMR can stimulate the release of dopamine, the pleasure chemical, and oxytocin, the bonding hormone, which explains why the experience often feels so comforting and emotionally warm. Some research even shows that ASMR can slow your heart rate, lower stress hormone levels, and shift your brainwaves into patterns similar to those seen in meditation. In other words, it's not just all in your head in the dismissive sense, it's in your head in the most real, biological way possible. One of the most intriguing things about ASMR is how personal it is. What works for one person might do nothing for another. For some, the gentle scratching of a brush is heavenly. For others, it's the sound of slow tapping or soft page turning. This suggests that ASMR isn't just about sound quality, it's about the emotional meaning our brains attach to certain sensory experiences. A particular sound might unconsciously remind you of a safe, nurturing memory from childhood, like a parent folding laundry nearby or a teacher speaking softly as they helped you with schoolwork. These subtle emotional associations are why ASMR can feel so intimate, even when the person on the screen is a total stranger. Another reason ASMR feels so calming is because of its pace. In a digital world where videos are cut to milliseconds and everything competes for your attention, ASMR is intentionally slow, quiet, and focused. It forces you to notice tiny details, the texture of a sound, the rhythm of a hand movement, and this gentle, deliberate pacing naturally pulls your mind away from the whirlwind of anxious thoughts. Psychologists call this kind of focus attentional anchoring, when your brain locks onto a calming stimulus, leaving less mental space for worry and stress. ASMR is essentially a form of sensory mindfulness, guiding you to be fully present in the moment. It's worth noting that ASMR isn't a magic solution, and it doesn't work for everyone. But for those who do respond to it, it can become a powerful tool for managing stress, anxiety, and even insomnia. If you want to explore it, try creating a calm environment, wearing headphones for an immersive experience, and experimenting with different triggers until you find the ones that resonate most with you. Treat it like a nightly ritual, not just a video you watch, but an intentional act of self-care. Over time, your brain can even start to associate those sounds with relaxation, making them more effective at calming you down. The magic of ASMR lies in its simplicity. In a world that's always shouting, it's the quiet, gentle moments that end up feeling the loudest in our hearts. It reminds us that peace doesn't always require grand solutions or expensive retreats. Sometimes, it's just a whisper, a tap, or a rustle away. And maybe that's the real beauty of ASMR. It teaches us that slowing down, noticing the small things, and allowing ourselves to feel comforted is not just okay, it's essential for our mental well-being.